Yeah, if Jake catches him or something, he is 57.
Yeah, you just don't know. I've never seen a 57-year-old fighter up in the ring, against a strong guy, a strong bull like Jake Paul. So I think it'll be sad for Tyson.
No, man, Jake, man. Yeah, he's got some. But I'd like to say I'm beating him as fast as he's beating these taxi drivers. Especially bare knuckle. I'll hurt him. And he'll cry and run away and cower in the corner in the fetal position.
Boxing pros have started to warn Mike Tyson ahead of his fight with Jake Paul, citing serious health warnings and dangers. In a recent conversation with Fight Hub TV, Andre Ward delved into his thoughts on the upcoming fight. He said, "I don't know, man. It's a spectacle. I'm going to watch it. I don't know. I see people on both sides like Mike shouldn't be in there. Maybe not. But if there's a 56 or 58-year-old that I'm not too concerned about, it's probably Mike Tyson. But it is risky. Mike's life is risky. It's been risky since he was a kid until now. Boxing is risky." Reflecting on Tyson's penchant for living on the edge, Ward expressed his ambivalence regarding the match. While acknowledging Tyson's pursuit of a lucrative payday, Ward remains uncertain about his stance on the matter. Ward went on to add, "How are you going to tell a man that's hardwired the way he's Mike Tyson? You can't tell him he ain't got a shot in that fight. So I don't really know where I stand on it. I'm going to watch it though." Andre Ward mentioned that it would be interesting to see how Jake Paul and his team are strategically choosing the right names, increasingly selecting bigger ones. He admitted to not knowing much about the situation, but had heard rumors. Ward said, "And then for Jake Paul, it's like Jake and his team are being strategic, picking the right names, and he keeps picking bigger and bigger names, so it's going to be interesting. I don't know too much about that. I've heard rumors about that. I hope that's not true. I love both guys." Ward also expressed his hope that they would be able to resolve their issues. He remarked that while victories can conceal many problems, losses tend to reveal them. Ward added, "I hope they can find a way to work it out, but just like wins cover a multitude of sins and problems, losses expose a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't be shocked or surprised because I know how this game goes, but I just hope it's not true." Tony Bellew recently expressed concern for Mike Tyson's health in anticipation of his surprising upcoming fight. During a discussion with SpinBet, Bellew openly expressed his apprehensions regarding the upcoming competition. He said, "I am worried about it personally, but listen, you don't know what's been agreed between the two. It's frightening that Mike Tyson is going back into a boxing ring against somebody who is more than 30 years younger than him. It's just a bit nuts." There are murmurs that the event coordinators are endeavoring to secure official approval from the Texas Boxing Commission to classify the match as a professional fight. However, the bout remains subject to cancellation if Tyson does not produce satisfactory results in his electroencephalogram and electrocardiogram tests. If Tyson successfully completes those assessments and secures a professional license, he'll come tantalizingly close to becoming the oldest professional boxer in history. However, according to Bellew, "I'm hoping that the fight is a bit of a circus and a bit scripted, because I wouldn't want to see Mike get hurt in any way, shape, or form. Let's see what happens. He is going to be getting paid an awful lot of money, and nobody has the right to stop him from doing that." The clash is rife with controversy, promising an electrifying spectacle for fans worldwide. Jake Paul is facing scrutiny due to the significant 30-year age difference between them, with Mike Perry, a star in bare knuckle fighting championship, being the most recent to voice his disapproval. Paul has received a threat of a street fight from Perry, the bare knuckle boxing champion.
Jake Paul, man, if he hurts Mike Tyson, bro, let me get that, bro. And he's not coming to bare knuckle. That's the thing, though.
Right.
That's the thing, right?
You don't think he would do it?
These guys, so who wants to come bare knuckle with me? Shout out to MVP, man. We had a heck of a matchup. Heck of a fight.
Yeah,
I loved that. I could share that with him, and he could share it with me.
Fun to watch.
Perry communicated to TMZ Sports his stance on Paul, indicating that if Paul were to hurt Mike Tyson, he would want to take on Paul himself. He acknowledged that while Jake might not engage in bare-knuckle boxing, he wouldn't be surprised if he did, given Paul's history of taking on challenges that people might assume he's afraid of.
That people would say that he's afraid of and things like that. And that's partly what drew me to bare knuckle, was that so many were worried about it or afraid of it, and I'm like, it seems real to me. So Jake, man, definitely issue you a challenge. If you get through Mike Tyson, test yourself for real and let's have a street fight.
Perry explicitly issued a challenge to Jake Paul, stating that if Paul manages to defeat Mike Tyson, he should then prove himself by accepting Perry's challenge for a street fight, thereby testing his abilities in a more raw and real context. Perry and Paul have previously engaged in sparring sessions, during which the former UFC welterweight acknowledged the evident talent displayed by the social media sensation in the boxing ring. He said in another interview, Jake, he's got some, but I'd like to say I'm beating him as fast as he's beating these taxi drivers. Especially bare knuckle, I'll hurt him, and he'll cry and run away and cower in the corner in the fetal position. While acknowledging that the upcoming fight could further boost Jake Paul's fame and fortune, Oscar De La Hoya expressed concerns about Paul's commitment to the sport. He believed that Paul's aspirations to capture a world title were undermined by choosing Tyson as his opponent.
Yeah, I just feel that, I mean, I grew up with Tyson, so it's to me, it's like, man, you know, hopefully stay safe up there. That's it.
Moreover, De La Hoya raised questions about the impact on Jake Paul's career if Tyson were to step into the ring at 58 years old. He said, "It's not going to be dangerous for Tyson because Tyson's been in the ring with monsters. He has a chin. He can still go 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds, you know. But I'm just concerned about Tyson's legacy." Expressing concern over the slated match, Oscar De La Hoya also voiced apprehensions about Tyson's well-being. He feared that Paul might possess the capability to deliver a knockout blow to Tyson during the bout. He stated, "You just don't know. I've never seen a 57-year-old fighter in the ring against a strong guy. A strong bull like Jake Paul. I think it will be sad for Tyson. Hopefully, he stays safe up there. That's it." Oscar De La Hoya, recognizing Jake Paul's potential as a future world champion, wasn't entirely supportive. When questioned about the potential danger to Mike in the upcoming fight, De La Hoya remained skeptical.
I'm not sure how or which way it affects boxing, because I think a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching, and you know, it's like they say, right? I mean, hey, it's like, you know, good media or bad media, it's still media, right?
Michael Bisping, once the reigning UFC middleweight champion, now transitions to the role of UFC color commentator, wasted no time expressing his dissatisfaction regarding his recent observations. Addressing Jake Paul for fighting Mike Tyson, he said, "You should be ashamed of yourself. And the biggest joke is, you don't even slightly realize why." Bisping commented further, criticizing the choice of seeking out a fight with a 57-year-old legend like Tyson, especially when one is in their prime. He urged for a cessation of claims regarding being a legit boxer under such circumstances. He added, "Nah, fair play to Tyson. Hope he makes a shitload of dough. But what self-respecting fighter seeks out a contest with a 57-year-old legend when they are in their absolute prime? Make money, fair play, but stop with the legit boxer talk." Without intending to criticize harshly, Bisping suggested that the pursuit of such matchups conflicts with the fundamental essence of what it means to be a fighter. He added, "And fair play to Netflix. It'll be a huge success. Everyone will make money, but the child has made lots of money. At what point is it enough? And try and get some respect as a fighter. Not hating, it just goes against the definition of the word fighter." Bisping's contention with Paul is evident, and his perspective holds merit. The assertions Bisping raised were accurate, and he's not the only one who feels that way. Several other UFC fighters joined in to cast doubt on Paul as well. Renato Moicano appears genuinely worried about Tyson's well-being. Expressing his concerns through multiple tweets regarding the upcoming fight, he tweeted, "Man, if Jake Paul is really fighting Mike Tyson, we as fight fans should riot. Absolutely disgusting." In addition, Renato shared another tweet. "The possibility of one of the greatest boxers of all time die in a ring is real. Strange times. A YouTuber can kill a legend on the ring." Alan Juban shares a heartfelt concern for Tyson. He tweeted, "What world are we living in? Jake always talks about helping UFC fighters pay and making boxing great again, but then just always looks to exploit the older fighters for his gain. There's no respect anymore for lines not to be crossed." In addition, physicians strongly urge Mike Tyson to reconsider his choice to engage in a bout against Jake Paul, citing concerns about potential internal bleeding that could escalate to a cardiac event. In a recent article for The Conversation, Dr. Stephen Hughes gave his thoughts on multiple risks that are at play for Tyson. In his comeback fight, he said, "In older people, the brain tends to lose volume. This lengthens the bridging veins and makes them more vulnerable to rupture. Bleeding from these torn veins causes a collection of blood that presses on the brain. This causes confusion, loss of consciousness, neurological disability, and, in some cases, death." Hughes, holding the position of senior lecturer in medicine at Anglia Ruskin University, harbors significant apprehensions regarding Tyson's well-being. He has voiced his profound concern regarding Tyson's potential susceptibility to cerebral vein rupture. Given Tyson's past, he mentioned alcohol as another reason for marking this fight dangerous. He said, "Alcoholism is known to accelerate brain shrinkage, and it appears that Tyson has this as a past risk factor. However, we should note that Mike Tyson's trainer, Rafael Cordero, has allayed fears of his brain damage and said that he knows how to fight, and nobody should train him."
And now you are back, and I see you on these viral videos, my friend. It's a crazy thing to see. So could I ask, from your perspective, how did it all come together, being a part of this particular camp for you and Mike together?
For me, it's like a a dream come true. I'm a blessed guy. I have worked with the guys, I have worked with a lot of champs for all my career, as you know. And now I have a passion to train one more idol.
Moreover, Rafael Cordero told fans not to worry about Tyson's well-being. Nakisa Badarian, the MVP co-founder alongside Jake Paul, has stepped forward to address the swirling rumors surrounding the rule set for the highly anticipated fight between Paul and Tyson. Badarian has sought to clarify the situation amidst speculation and confusion among fans and media outlets.
Breaking news! There is no news. Stop spreading fake news. There's no truth to all this stuff around Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Here's what it is true. 1, Mike Tyson is in unbelievable shape and training like he hasn't in many, many years, and it's looking scary for Jake Paul.
Badarian emphasized that only one detail has been confirmed thus far. There will be no headgear worn during the fight. However, he made it clear that other aspects of the rule set, particularly whether the fight will be classified as a professional bout or an exhibition, have yet to be finalized. The boxing community remains divided, with some seeing the bout as a celebration of Tyson's enduring appeal, and others viewing it as a cautionary tale of spectacle over substance. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos.